Yes, students, we are discussing about the structural adaptation in animal which enable the animals to survive in different types of or the circumstances of the environments. And here we are going to discuss the aquatic adaptations. Aquatic adaptations are the modifications or the fitness of organisms or the animals to survive in beside the water, both inside the freshwater as well as the marine water. These animals have large area of adaptations, a large number of containing the presence of limbs, presence of the fins, etc., and similarly streamlined body. These adaptations, these modifications help these animals to survive inside the water. If we discuss about the aquatic adaptation, these animals are further divided into two categories. First one is the primary aquatic animals and second one is the secondary aquatic animals. Primary aquatic animals are those animals whose ancestors are present inside the water from billion of years. For example, if we are discussing about the fishes, the ancestor of, according to evolutionary line, the ancestor of such animals are the protochordates. As we know, there are the three all the classes of protochordates. If we discuss about Eurochordata, etc., they are present or live in the water from their beginning. That's why such animals lie in primary aquatic animal, while the secondary aquatic animals are those animals whose ancestors migrate from aquatic to terrestrial life, but still they are use the aquatic life for their survival. These animals have the organs which are modified for both aquatic as well as the terrestrial life. For example, amphibians. These animals live on both water as well as the terrestrial life. For their feeding, etc., their dairy activities, they are present on the terrestrial mode of life on the earth. But when they need breeding, in breeding season they move toward the water bodies. That's why if we discuss about their life, they have legs, but these legs have again their feet have whips that help them to swim inside the water. They have the gills and lungs as well as they have adaptation to respire through the skin as well. These are that's why they have much more adaptive body to survive in both kind of environment. If we discuss about mainly the structural adaptation in aquatic animals, first one is the spindle shaped body. uh, their body is much more compressed from both sides. As we see this fish, this body is much more compressed from both sides. This compressed body basically decrease the resistance of the water whenever they are moving inside the water, etc. They have specialized respiratory organ, for example gills, not to us like us, they does not contain the lungs, etc. Gills are specifically modified for taking the oxygen from the water. That's why similarly they have some balance specialized balancing organ like the swim bladder which help them to balance inside the body, inside the water, because they want to balance their body inside the water for the performing their daily activities. Similarly the for locomotion they have fins. Therefore limbs are converted or hind limbs are converted into these fins. These fins are mainly responsible for their movement inside the water, etc. Similarly, they have a large tail. As you can see here, this fish have a large tail. This tail mainly responsible for their movement and the balancing of the body. Loss of external ear. They does not contain. They have internal and middle ear, but does not external ear because to avoid the problem of entrance of water inside the ear and cause different types of problem. Example of such is the fishes and aquatic mammal, amphibians, etc. Aerial adaptations. Aerial adaptations mean the adaptations of animals for flying inside the air. It does not mix the arboreal and aerial adaptation. Arboreal mean adaptation to live on trees. Aerial mean to fly in the air. These animals, for example, we are here, I am discussing about the birds and bats, etc. They are live in, they have both types of life, for example arboreal as well as aerial. They build their nest, they have strong gripping ability to grip the branches of trees, but they have again another adaptations, which is the flying in the air and back return back to the trees and land water bodies, etc., where they have their breeding ground. Such types of adaptation for flying and return back to their breeding or nesting grounds are known as the aerial adaptations. These animals have specially modified body to get for their food, to escape from their animals, to get the food from the water bodies, to build their nest in different grounds, in different trees, etc. Such types of adaptations are known as the aerial adaptation, for example birds and bats. Some structural adaptation in such animals are the presence of the feathers. These animals, as you can see, these animals contain a beautiful form of the feather. Okay, these animals have lungs containing air sacs. As we know that these lungs of these animals are full with air sacs. Air sacs have ability to fill the oxygen or to fill the air inside the lungs and help them to balance their body inside the air. They are again have mostly they are hollow bones. I am not discussing about the running birds, I am discussing about the flying birds. That's why they are hollow bones, which decrease their weights and help them to fly in the air. Ability of preaching mean grasping the branch of trees. As you can see that this animals making a nest on a tree, as well as these animals have ability to catch the branches of the trees. As you daily in your daily life see, there are a lot of animals present on the wires of electricity, different types of the small branches, etc. This is an important adaptation. Modified tail, sense of the side. These animals have some modified tail containing the wings on their tails, and they also have strong sense. This another modification in these animals is the presence of the feathers. Their forelimbs are converted into feathers, which help them in flying inside the air, etc. Now next adaptation is the desert adaptations. The body of such animals is specially modified or adapted to survive in harsh environmental conditions, having scarcity of water, harsh temperature conditions. If we discuss about the harsh environmental condition here, there are two main problems which are faced by these animals. First one is the scarcity of water. As you know, in more deserts, the problem of water is more important, and second is the harsh condition of temperature. They does not face only the high temperature, they are also facing the low temperature as well. As how the high and low temperature, as we know, at daytime the temperature of desert is so much high, and as the night in most of deserts, at night the temperature fluctuate or fall down so gradually. That's why these animals face sometimes that types of the problems. Now, such animals have specific structural their body adaptive behavior, which help to adapt such types of environment. For example, they have rough and hot and tough skin, which prevent the loss of water and they reduce the process of dehydration. We continue our this lecture from here to into the next video.